What?
Welcome to This Is the Day.
Right on.
There we go.
Can I get a what?
Bienvenue.
I want a what?
What?
Thank
Bienvenue
you.
is way more interesting than that.
Okay, we can do that too, but I was doing what's.
You do what's, I'll be bienvenue.
Except I asked you for a what?
I said one.
I used to do that with kids all the time.
Okay.
They had fun with that. I'd be like, when they were little, I was like, can I get a what? And they go, what? I go,
Just randomly throughout the day?
at any point, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. And then I'd be like, can I get a big what? They'd give me a big one. Can I get a little tiny baby what? They'd do it right now if they were here.
Yeah. It's a habit ingrained in the family.
Yeah.
What?
What? I don't know.
But welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bienvenue.
Bienvenue. It's on every sign entering New Hampshire. It's all over the place.
I don't leave the state. Ever.
All right. There it is.
Okay.
That's why.
I don't
even Anyone who's ever driven up from Massachusetts, driven over from Vermont, driven from anywhere, really.
It's like once I got here, I'm like, okay, cool.
You're here now.
Yeah, I saw a sign probably 10 years ago in the middle of the night when I drove into town.
All right, so that, you may not remember it.
Coasted in on fumes.
Yeah.
Barely made it.
And I guess most people probably do when they're leaving fly. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of road trippers still.
Sure.
No family, they just road tripped down to South Carolina to get a new puppy. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's worth a road trip.
Yeah. We don't have puppies in New Hampshire.
I could be wrong about this, but I think it's hard to find puppies up here.
Well, everybody wants specific kinds of dogs.
That's that's part of what it comes down to.
That's the deal.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, so welcome to This Is the Day.
Welcome.
Yeah, glad that you would choose to join us for part of your day, whether it's watching live or on demand. Right now would be a great time to share the show.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Yeah. Share something encouraging and positive. I've got some great scripture to share today, and the love of God. I love sharing His love.
I do too. We have some wonderful things to share today.
For sure.
Yep.
For sure. And just a little reminder, like as you think about what you might share today, just evaluate it.
Yeah.
Maybe call a timeout on yourself and evaluate it and say, okay, well, wait a minute. Where is this coming from? What's it rooted in? Is it love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control? If I can't find that in there, then maybe I'll make a choice not to share it.
Maybe don't share. Yeah, it's always good to evaluate that. Why are you doing it? What is it that you're actually sharing?
Yep.
This would be a great thing to share.
Absolutely. I think so. So, welcome. And, we talk a lot about different things you can share.
Yes.
Fam to-doings and what you've been up to and good stuff to share. I'm not sure yet how I feel about what.
Okay.
I have mixed emotions.
Interesting.
But I think it's my own baggage. See, that's the thing.
Interesting. Okay.
Right?
Let's see.
The reaction, to what we see. All right, so we have some to-doings from Deborah.
Nice. Thank you, Deborah.
Yes, she sent those. And by the way, if you have pictures or videos about what you've been up to, what you've been doing, you can send those to thisistheday@manchesterchristian.com. We'd love to share them. So Deborah had sent in some to-doings. And she was on a drive this weekend, and she sent in some to-doings of the first snowfall.
Nice.
All right. Yeah.
Look how pretty that is.
I know. That's the problem.
That's the thing. I mean, that is beautiful to look at.
I don't disagree.
The snow on the pine trees. And there's something magical about the first snowfall of the season.
I get excited about every time I see snow.
All of them? All right.
I do.
All right.
But then I'm also sad because I know all my fun's over.
She was on a road trip.
Yeah.
Of some sort. Oh, see, and this I like, when you've got the snow and you've still got the autumn leaves, the fall leaves.
Yeah.
It's the mix of the colors. Yeah? I don't know where she was. That looks pretty.
But yeah, I didn't even, we had some snow on the ground and it felt like a little too soon for me. October snow.
I did peek ahead, and I think it's actually going to get up to 70 next week. So it's just one of those, it was a little taste of the snow and the cold coming, but it's not here yet.
Okay.
It's not it's not fully snow season yet. So it's just like a little taste of it. I liked it.
I'm going to go ahead and
it.
assume the best, that Deborah
Right.
was like, this is pretty.
Yes.
And I'm sending, not like, hey, let's mess with Bo and
Yeah,
help him
no.
spiral into depression.
No, I don't think it was that at all. I think she was sharing some beautiful scenery.
Deborah's watching right now. Excellent. My plan is working.
I loved it. I do hope someone was in the car with her helping her get those pictures, because it's probably not a good idea to take pictures while you're driving. I wouldn't be able to do it anyway.
Thank you, Johanna, for
Yeah,
the public service announcement.
there you go. Just for all of you to keep in mind. I loved seeing that, though.
Those are great. So yeah, we'd love to know what you're enjoying, what you're seeing, what you think is share-worthy, and send those to us at thisistheday@manchesterchristian.com.
Yeah, we really do love seeing those.
For sure.
We like seeing what you're up to.
We like seeing them and sharing them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
We don't keep them to ourselves. We let everyone see.
yeah. And then I'm just curious, speaking of that, what'd you do last night?
Yeah. I felt like there was a lot going on yesterday. Yeah. You know what I'm most happy about? I was really determined to like get a walk in yesterday, and I actually was able to like sneak one in between everything, and it was before it got dark out. And I will be honest, I had not a good attitude.
Before it
about
got dark out?
Yes.
Well, it gives you like a 30-minute window.
I know, that's the thing. We're in like the time like of
We get
year
30
where
minutes
it's like
of daylight.
5:30 feels like the same as midnight now.
It's so dark.
Pretty much. And I'm not a big like I don't like walking in the dark. I don't know. It's not my favorite. So I was like, I've got a little bit of daylight left, and I'm gonna get out and walk. But I was also like I was kind of like whiny about it. I'll be honest, before I went, because I'm like, it's gonna be so cold, and I'm gonna be miserable. But I went anyway, and I ended up really enjoying it. And I had a really wonderful walk, and it was literally like I was like praying, and it was just a wonderful experience. And I got a little picture to show my to-do-ins.
Aw,
This
that's a
is
great
where
photo.
part of where I was walking, and it was just really, really pretty out. There was like the sun going down behind the fall trees and everything, and I was just really glad that I went. So that was one of my to-do-ins last night. Yeah. Got out for a walk.
That's great.
It's like 35 degrees out, so I had to bundle up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not as cold as it could be, as it's gonna be.
I know the funny thing is about 35 degrees is right now that feels cold.
Yes.
In 3 months, I'll like be in shorts and a t-shirt going, woo!
Yeah, in 3 months,
Woo,
35 will
feels
be
great.
like, ooh, it's warm.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's a balmy 35.
Yeah, but no, it was a good experience. I was glad that I went. I felt like I was like being obedient, because I was like, you know you should go.
Yeah.
You know you want to go. You're just being whiny about it. So.
That's what I found. The more whiny I am, the more I need to do it.
Yep.
Or the more, and then the more I'll enjoy doing it, and it's
Right.
encouraging and
Yep.
good reminders,
Yeah.
for sure.
That was some of my to-doings.
Nice.
There you go. We'll walk. Bo, what'd you do last night?
I don't talk about it. I really don't, like, I don't want to talk about what I did last night at all. But something from yesterday, like during the day,
Yeah.
that I think is kind of share-worthy. So Griswold, not my dog. I'm just the dog I feed and pet and
Take care of.
take care of, pay for,
Yep.
bring to the office with me. Not my dog. He was here yesterday,
Yes.
and so he wanted to show off his snazzy
Yep.
his
Showed it
snazzy
off on the
Thanksgiving
show. Yeah.
collar.
Even Griswold shares.
Yo, Griswold's a big time share.
Yep.
Yeah, anything good Griswold wants to share. So he was showing off his new collar, and I thought he did a nice job with that. But he was with me all day up here at the office, and in the afternoon, somebody came by with a new golden retriever puppy. And so I was pretty sure I heard, like, it's so weird, in my office, like behind multiple doors.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I hear another,
You
it
have
was just a
puppy radar.
collar jingling. Like, and then all of a sudden, this little ball of goodness comes running into my office, and Griswold's in there. And so whenever there's a dog, well, this is what I do. So anyway, somebody recorded a video of it.
Dogs everywhere. Hello. Hello. Where'd you go? That's good. Wait, hi.
She's all excited. Dogs everywhere.
That's a good day.
I know. Anytime I can get on the floor with, and
Yep.
then there's multiples. That's
Puppy
even,
visit.
It's even better. I love the dogs.
Man,
I think her
they're
name was
great.
Ivy.
Ivy, that's a good name. I like
Yeah.
it.
Grizz was a bit smitten, I believe. Yeah. He was enjoying hanging out with, and he's not usually into
Yeah.
other dogs.
Huh.
He
Doesn't
really
he live
loves
with
people.
other dogs?
Huh?
Doesn't he live with other dogs?
Yeah, but I mean,
But he likes people.
he likes people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most dogs, he's like, don't care. But yeah,
But puppies.
yeah, she was a cutie.
Yeah.
That was fun. So anyway, I had that video, so I sent it to my family, and they were all very, very jealous.
Of course.
Like, who is that, and can you
Yeah.
bring her home? And I said, no, I will not be bringing her home.
That's a good day.
I thought so. I
Man,
enjoyed it.
I need to find some puppies to go hang out with. Or I need to hang out here more and be on the lookout. I was probably here when that happened, but I didn't have the radar to hear the puppy arriving, I guess.
Yeah, so I made sure your sister knew,
Yes.
because Joy loves the puppies.
Yes,
so
she
she came
does.
down and got to
Yeah.
hang out.
Joy's like a dog whisperer, too. Yeah, dogs love her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
want to talk about
Yeah. Well,
really don't. However, I do want to talk about the verse of the day. YouVersion Bible app gives us a verse of the day, so we encourage you to download the app. Great way to read some scripture and pray and meditate.
yeah.
And for me this morning, I woke up. The time change. I mean,
Right.
I'm up
Yeah.
an hour earlier, and it was really important. I knew this, like even going to bed last night. For me today, on this day especially, it was going to be even more important that I not, look at my phone or anything for quite
Right.
some time. Like I
Right.
really
Yeah.
needed to be grounded in my relationship with Jesus and in prayer and in Scripture. So it was great. I was able to make sure my alarms were off without seeing any notifications or alerts,
Good.
and pray for about an hour maybe, before,
Yeah.
and then I was able to open the YouVersion Bible app still without, because I've done it so many times, you do it without looking, to get the verse of the day and spend some time in Scripture, and then journaling before I looked at any of
It's a good morning.
goings on in the world.
Yes.
Before I saw anything, which was really important for me today. So the
I get that.
yeah, here's our verse of the day though.
Let's see.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 8 says, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Let me read it again. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Johanna, what jumps out at you there?
Today.
Today, okay.
Yep, the word today. That jumped out to me, and as I think about it, I think it's because we get the idea of him not changing, and that who he was. Like when we read about who Jesus was in the Gospels, we read about him in the Bible. We're like, man, what it would have been like to walk around with him, and just who he is someone that you want to be around. And for some reason, that he's the same today is sticking out to me, because I'm like, right now, today, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, today, Jesus is the same as he always has been. And he's still that same love. He's still that same representation of God in our life. I know that really jumped out to me, that today, he's the same today as he always has been and he always will be. And it brings it into your present moment of whatever you're doing today. Yeah.
I'm really glad you said that, because I guess it was, even until you said it, I didn't even think that there was another way to look at it, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
really, that's because I was probably so honed in on today
Yeah.
and reading it. And I tend to be that way anyway, a little, usually very in the moment. Like if somebody says, if you could be alive at any point in time in
Sure.
history, when would you want to be alive? And I'm like,
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
And this is it. I don't want to go back, and I'm definitely not ready to go forward. So, right now, and this God who is unchanging yet ever revealing.
Right.
I mean, today, God is unchanging. He's the same, but we have more evidence, and we see more of him than we've ever seen before, and he is working and alive and active, and I love that.
Yeah.
That was, yeah. It was good for me because I kind of maybe just, since that's embedded in me, didn't
Right.
really unpack that, hold on to that. I like that. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the same.
He is.
Yeah, no matter what.
Whatever is going on for you today, wherever you're at, Jesus is the same as he always has been.
Yeah, no matter who you are, no matter what you've done, no matter what's been done to you.
Yeah.
He's the same. And his love is sufficient, and it's good, and he is for you, not against you. And he's inviting you into a relationship with him, into his kingdom.
It's the best invitation you will ever get, honestly.
Yeah, an eternal kingdom.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing how much Jesus talked about the kingdom, about
He did.
the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, he was like always shifting people's perspective and like focus and gaze on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spent probably about 2 hours yesterday working through those phrases where Jesus was talking about the kingdom and the kingdom of heaven. In that phraseology was really interesting because while God's the same and he's the same, when he was saying those things, to an almost exclusively Jewish audience, an idea of an afterlife conceptually, like this concept of heaven was not present.
Huh.
I mean,
Interesting.
there was an entire group that denied any resurrection of the dead completely. And then you had others who were like, not really sure, what that's going to be. But this family of God that would be, for all people and eternal, Jesus was revealing that in the scriptures. And so to read that, so we oftentimes read into that, we have this like concept of heaven, like it's this magic fairy tale land, or, I guess I'm so irritated and really, I think probably disgusted. That's a strong word, but like disgusted by the notion of, I'm gonna get my mansion and,
Sure.
my little.
Like you're somehow bringing your kingdom building into God's kingdom. Like that doesn't work. It's not. They don't. You're not building your kingdom within His kingdom. It's just His kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A room in His house is better than a mansion anywhere.
Yeah.
A seat at His table is better than being the head of any table.
Yes.
And in His kingdom, and that's it runs so contrary to the cultural dynamic that we live in and are navigating, and it's a challenge, but also a just extreme blessing in the sense of when that gets lined up under the lordship of Jesus and His kingdom as the King, then it's kind of like all these other things that just want to pull at our heartstrings or wreck our worlds or distract us. Kind of become like, they're there. It's not a denial that they're there, but there's such victory and peace in the chaos.
Anytime Jesus has talked about something a lot and you pay attention to what He's talked about, you discover some really amazing stuff, life-changing stuff, and He did talk about the kingdom a lot.
Yeah, the chaos is there.
Yeah.
No denial of chaos.
Always has been.
Yep.
It's here right now. Yeah.
Not pretending there's no chaos.
No.
It is interesting, like the political chaos is so crazy.
Yeah.
Like the political chaos in Jesus' day and what He was experiencing is so, I mean, like you think, well, that's not really relevant to what, the craziness. I mean, it's the worst it's ever been. Oh my goodness, no, my friends.
Yeah.
Not even.
It was pretty bad at Jesus' time too.
I mean, if you're going relatively speaking,
Yeah.
I mean, He's speaking to an oppressed people group who are not self-governing and don't have their own land and really don't have rights and they want, and He's saying, no, I got a better kingdom for you.
Yeah. He does.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Actually, it's really cool and really relevant for today. So, yeah, if you have this thought, well, Jesus, He didn't really understand. Oh my goodness.
He did.
Man, does He ever? Yeah. So, verse of the day. That's what we're sharing.
Sure is. YouVersion Bible app.
Love that. Okay. So we're still sharing.
That's right.
Around here. So those Triforce Troopers are up to it again. Some shenanigans.
I love their shenanigans.
Some tomfooleries.
They just bring fun into the day. They really do. They're having fun.
Out there having some fun And so we're happy to share some fun. Maybe it'll inspire you to have a little fun. Here's Triforce Troopers.
Hey guys, welcome back. We have a new challenge for you today. It's bucket ball. The rules are simple. You're gonna toss a ball. We have tennis balls into the buckets. The first person to hit the ball cleanly into all the buckets wins. Now, if you toss a ball and it knocks over the bucket, but the ball rolls out, that bucket is no good. Set it back up, keep playing. Today, we're just gonna do a single elimination. And because Amanda won the donut on a string, she gets an automatic 5 to the next round. Let's do this. Oh yeah, we can do. Booyah! All right. Oh! Gets it in and out. Yeah! No!
It's in!
Uh-oh. All right, we got one. There it is. Oh! You see that turn at the last second? Wait, don't I get a chance? Oh, we did it though. Hey, good job. Okay, man. Yes. Lucky bounce. It did. Yes. Oh.
Oh!
All right. Hey, well done.
I have questions.
Okay.
It looked so fun. It looked like they were having a blast.
It only took 4 hours to shoot it.
Yeah. Well, so okay, was
'Cause
there
all
a
the misses.
winner at the end?
Didn't Chitwood win?
Did she? I think I missed that. Did Amanda Chitwood win bucket ball?
No.
No. Josh won?
Josh won.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm just curious. I was like, well, where was the winner at the end of that? The other thing I was curious about, one of my favorite things from that video was Peyton sitting in the background, and it looked like he was recording, but we never saw shots from his vantage point.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm curious about that. I'm like, somewhere out there, there is more video of that bucket ball tournament.
Say that word again.
Bucket ball tournament?
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 I'm fine either way. I just thought it was great.
I don't know. That's what came out.
Tournament? Is that how
Yeah.
you normally say it, or was that different?
I sometimes say words in a very weird way. I think just because I have lived in other places. And I remember Skyping or something like that with my family years ago, and they were all like, when I had been out of the country for a long time, and they were all like, you have an accent, Johanna. I'm like, no, I don't. So I think I've picked up weird ways of saying things. Tournament. I don't know about.
I'm all in.
Tournament?
Not a
Sure.
criticism.
But I guess typically here people would say tournament, right?
Tournament, yeah.
Tournament.
Tournament.
A bucket ball tournament.
I mean, if
Good
it
job,
was
Josh, if you won.
T-O-U-R, right? So tour.
Yeah, tour. A tournament. I don't know.
I may be in on that. I don't know. Next time I say it, why'd you say it that way, Johanna?
Because I say it that way.
Yeah.
Tournament. It's a tournament.
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 Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just say words weirdly sometimes.
Okay. Well, every time I hear something, I'm gonna.
I want to find the footage of Peyton's video. Like, what happened from that vantage
The
point?
lost footage.
The lost footage of the tournament.
Don't worry, there's gonna
Yeah.
be 12 more episodes. Where...
That's probably what it is. Yeah. Next week, we'll see it from the other angle.
The other angle, Triforce Troopers.
Yep.
It's cool.
Nice. But I love that they are having fun.
Me too.
Yep.
Yeah. Have some fun and share it.
That's right. Share it away.
Awesome thing to do. Okay. Then in the vein of sharing,
Yes.
we do have the closet calendar. And today's closet calendar
Okay.
is a would you rather.
Ooh, okay. I actually like would you rather questions.
Okay.
Yeah, I like asking weird like icebreaker questions to a group of people.
This one, I'm just going to go on record. I know I'm setting it up
Okay.
poorly right now, but I'm going to
Okay.
go on record and say I don't even think this is a no-brainer. It's an obvious choice. I cannot
Interesting.
imagine any scenario where we don't agree. Of course, we agree on most things all the time.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Whatever. It's not a tournament for you to win right now, okay?
Right, okay.
All right, so let's just find out.
Okay.
Would
All
you
right.
rather have a freakishly huge smile or a freakishly small nose? There's only one answer.
I actually don't have an immediate, okay, I had to think about this for a second.
As soon as you think about it, there's only one answer.
I don't know if we're gonna have the same, I genuinely, okay. My answer is a freakishly small nose.
Oh my, what? You can't hide that. That's there all the time.
Yes, but I don't wanna walk around with a freakishly huge smile. It would feel like your smiles aren't real anymore.
You don't have to smile. In fact, you rarely do.
See, the way I read that was that basically you were like walking around smiling all the time.
No, a smile you
Well-
you control. Do you smile all the time?
No.
You do occasionally.
I do occasionally.
We've seen it.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
When I watch
You have-
Triforce Troopers videos,
You
I
have
do.
dimples.
Yeah, but I guess I read that and I was like, a freakishly huge smile would be like you are always walking around like that.
That's not what it said.
Okay, all right.
Why would you walk around all the time
That's
with
a valid
freaky-
point. But I don't think you can take it back. You got to go with your first answer.
No, you can take it back. That's the beauty of repentance.
I want people to chime in and say what would they rather.
You can repent and change your mind right now based on the new evidence that you have. A thoughtful response. See, that's the problem with this world. We all think, well, no, I did this, so now
That you're stuck there now.
I got stuck there forever.
No,
That's
it's
not
true. You
true.
can
You can
change.
change your
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, if you can hide it, then I probably would go with the smile, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's not even a matter of hiding it. You just don't have to use it. I mean, wow, you have a really
But
huge
I also,
smile.
I'm still not, I don't know, I don't want to scare people with my smile
Why is
either.
that
A smile
scary?
shouldn't be scary.
Why? I don't understand how it's even...
Okay, here's what the type of thing I'm picturing with a freakishly huge smile, the Grinch.
Okay.
I don't want to smile like the Grinch.
Okay, but do you...
I want a normal smile.
What's a freakishly small nose? What does this look like?
I don't know, like a little button nose or something.
Freakishly
I don't know.
small.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, does this impact your ability to smell? And if it does, then
Yeah.
that would probably impact your ability to taste.
That's true.
Now
Yeah.
your senses are being impacted. I just don't think it's worth it.
Well, chime in if you know which you would rather.
It's a no-brainer. Don't even bother. You don't need to put anything
But
in the
this
chat.
is
We all
why I
know.
love would you rather questions, because you get like sometimes
Why?
even the ones where you're like, of course, obviously it's this one. It's not obvious to another person.
It is.
And I hear very interesting reasoning. I literally ask this of my student group every week. We go through like random icebreaker questions and we'll do would you rather stuff.
I like would you rathers because there's one clear right answer
Yeah.
and one clear wrong. And then I like
There
to help
isn't
people
for would
see
you
that.
rathers though.
Don't tell me what I'd rather.
All right, that was a good question, Closet Calendar.
Disagree.
I liked it today.
All right. What was it? Oh, so there's that.
There is that.
And then in the kitchen on the fridge, there's another
Yes.
calendar that gives us a national day to celebrate. And, you know, there are a lot of food things on there, like all the time, which I think is kind of
Yeah.
fun. It's on the fridge. And like yesterday was National Sandwich Day.
Right.
We had sandwiches for dinner last
Which
night.
I didn't immediately think food, but yes.
Right, you didn't. You missed that one completely. But the sumstress was like, it's national. She texted me, it's
Yeah.
national. Should we have sandwiches for dinner? I'm like, of course we should. So,
Yes.
you know,
What a great way to celebrate it.
Right, the calendar.
And food is a great thing to celebrate.
Right. But today, I mean, just because of all the variety, you know, candy corn and all the desserts, today is National Eating Healthy Day.
I love that day.
Okay.
Today.
All right.
That makes me very happy. I get really excited about eating healthy.
Okay.
It's such a wonderful thing.
Okay.
I feel like it's one of those things like you think of it as a chore and something boring and awful that you have to do, but it isn't. It's wonderful. It's life-giving. And you get to eat delicious food. It's not like you can only eat gross food. I really am going to celebrate Eating Healthy Day because it makes me really happy.
But then that's
particularly vegetables.
kind of like every day, right?
Yeah. But like a day to actually celebrate eating healthy.
People are like, but today's my cheat day. Listen, every day is your cheat day. We know that.
Yeah. I don't know. Seriously, eating healthy has like changed my life. And I am so excited for people if they will eat healthy. Just eat good food, you know? Cut
Eat the
out
right
stuff.
foods in the right
Yeah.
amounts at the right times.
Exactly. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be like some strict program with rule. Like that's where it comes back to like it's not fun when you put a ton of rules and like have to do this, can't do that around it. Just eat good food that is good for you and that makes you feel good, and it will improve your life.
Well, people are like, yeah, but like the food that's really bad for me, that's comfort, and that's what makes me feel good.
I don't know if you've really tried healthy food because that can be very comforting too. Some good asparagus made in a delicious way.
Right, and then it makes your
could
pee
become
smell
comfort.
funny, so that's
It's
like
true, it
double the
does.
fun.
It does.
Later.
I
What the?
love eating healthy day.
Lunch yesterday. I remember.
Yep. This is a good day.
Yeah.
I could keep talking about eating healthy day,
Well,
but
I'm a big proponent, big fan. I mean, like I think
Yeah.
every day should be, or could be, or
every
eat
day you
healthy.
should eat healthy. But I like thank you Kitchen Calendar for pointing out like, hey, let's celebrate the fact that we
So
can
maybe,
eat healthy.
like for all of us who don't eat healthy, today's our cheat day, because we're gonna eat healthy today.
Okay.
We're cheating
Yeah.
on the Twinkies and the Cheetos.
Yes, eating vegetables instead.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is a good day.
Food is
Celebrate
fuel,
today.
not your friend.
Yeah.
That's a
True.
good one to remember. Food is fuel, not your friend.
So fuel your body with good stuff.
Yeah. You don't want to put
Eat healthy.
stuff that's gonna burn clean.
Telling you, makes your brain better,
Everything.
makes your attitude better,
For
makes
sure.
your life better.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat healthy food.
Right foods, right amount, and the right time.
Yes.
Eat healthy. Okay. All right. Well, today,
Yeah.
it's also not just National Eat Healthy Day.
Just so many good things happening.
Right. It's also Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
And on Wednesday,
Yep.
just like Monday, we get some motivation.
Yeah.
Tuesday, some tips. And on Wednesday, you bring some wonder.
Yes. Because there's truly so many wonderful things in the world.
There are, yeah.
It's honestly hard to pick
Right.
sometimes with all the wonderful things. I do think one of the most wonderful things in the world is the arrival of a new baby. I mean, babies are born all the time, but it never stops being a wonderful thing to celebrate. In fact, we even have a staff member here at MCC, Savannah. She and her husband Ian are expecting their third baby, and I can't wait to celebrate with them. It's gonna be so good. So it's so exciting and wonderful to celebrate the arrival of a new baby. Well, I have a wonderful new baby arrival to share with all of you, because right here close to us, our neighbors in Boston had a baby boy gorilla born at Franklin Park Zoo, and look at him.
Who's this fella?
I don't believe he has a name yet. Last I checked, he wasn't named, which I don't know if they're taking suggestions, but I definitely am. So if you have an idea for a name for this little guy, you should put it in the chat for sure. I would like to call him something. There he is. Like adorably cute. He was apparently delivered by C-section, so I don't know if that is maybe the veterinarian who delivered this little guy, potentially. That's him with his mom.
Aw.
His mom's name is Kiki, and she's been, I think, at that zoo for like 30 years or something.
Wow.
So, and there he is.
Oh,
I don't know what is so adorable about baby gorillas, but he's one of the cutest babies I've ever seen.
for sure.
Maybe even including human babies. Yeah. Pretty wonderful. So if you have ideas for names, let me know, because I'd like to call him something. He may have a name at this point, but I haven't found it yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, he was 6 pounds, 3 ounces, which is very large for a baby gorilla, because I guess they average 3 to 5 pounds.
Ooh,
Yeah.
he's a big boy.
He's a big boy. Yep. But he and his mama Kiki are doing great, thriving. I know how you feel about zoos, but I felt like this is worth sharing, the arrival of a baby boy gorilla.
I love animals, though.
Yes.
I love animals.
Yeah.
And that is wonderful.
It is.
And so, since he's a big boy
Yeah.
and his mom's name is Kiki, my recommendation is BB.
BB. Okay.
Big boy.
Nice. I thought immediately of a BB gun.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that works. That could
Big
be a
boy.
good one. Apparently, he's also the very first gorilla born at the Franklin Park Zoo.
Okay.
So, pretty exciting, wonderful news for them, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you know.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
There's a baby boy gorilla in the neighborhood.
You know there's going to be a lot of babies in 2021.
Probably. But they're all wonderful. It's a wonderful thing to celebrate, is the arrival of a baby. Yeah.
Well, you're the family life
I know.
pastor. You're like,
I know, I'm biased. I love kids, so.
job security.
yeah, that too.
You
We're
guys
not
get
gonna
out
run
there
out
and
of
make some
kids.
babies.
We're not gonna run out. There'll be plenty of them to come. Yep. There you go. Wednesday Wonder.
That was wonderful.
Baby boy gorilla.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. You're very welcome. I felt like everyone needed to see his picture for sure.
Quick update from
Okay.
the
Yes.
chat
Important.
regarding
Okay.
the Would You Rather.
Oh. Okay.
Basically, universal, freakishly large smile. Except for one Karen. There's always a Karen.
Karen. Okay.
She's just, Karen the contrarian. Contrary Karen.
All
Her
right. So most
freakishly
people
small
picked the
nose.
smile. I get it. I mean, you made a solid case for the smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, now we know. Thanks. Thanks for chiming in,
Yeah. Okay, we appreciate that.
especially Karen.
Karen. I
Yeah.
do appreciate you, Karen.
Yes, we do. We're glad you're here.
I also appreciate this season for our church
Yeah.
and all the things that we're getting to do. You know, we talked last week and sent out an email, but we started letting people know that we're gonna have a Christmas TV special,
Yes.
which is pretty amazing.
So excited about it.
December 19th and 20th. That's a Saturday and Sunday, 1 to
Yep.
2 p.m. on WMUR.
Yep.
Just something that we thought was completely unattainable and we'd never have access to. And God has opened up a way for
Yeah.
us to reach even more people than we
Right.
really imagined. That's the cool thing about
Yeah.
God. He's able to do immeasurably more than all we can ask or imagine.
Yes.
That's what the scripture says.
That is true.
He is able to do immeasurably more than all we can ask or imagine. And so one of the things that, as I'm praying, I'm like, God, I don't even know what to ask you for.
Right.
Like, give us a big imagination. Let us see big things. Because sometimes I think we get so focused on smaller things that we can't do. And there is loss, and whenever there's loss,
Right.
there can be grief regarding the things that we can't do. But if we shift our focus a little bit, okay, God, what can we do?
Right.
And what does that look like? And so I love that in so many ways. I mean, that's an example, like getting to do Christmas
Yes.
on TV and
Yeah.
reach a lot of people that way. But in so many ways, our church, I'm so proud of our church and how we've shifted and gone, okay, well, this isn't
Yeah.
maybe what I wanted or what I would have drawn up, but what can we
Right.
do?
Right.
And so that's happening in our student ministry. So
Yes. Yeah.
you have some cool stuff to share
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
it's true. It is. Yeah, I'm actually really excited about it. We have student home groups happening right now. I actually have one at my house, and it's been an absolute blast. So honestly, this is like an opportunity for really anyone to engage in this time. So we have online groups still. We have like a Zoom group too. So if that's where your family's at, or if your students are like, no, I'm not going to go places in person yet, you can do stuff online and through Zoom. We also have home groups happening right now, kind of across the region, which is really cool. And there's a lot of different ways to engage in it. So if you're a middle school or high school student, you can actually sign up for one of these groups. You can go right on, the website's right on there. You can go right to manchesterchristian.com and sign up for a group. Or even if you are not a student and you're like, hey, this is really cool, this sounds like an awesome way to be the church right now, you can even sign up to be a group leader too. You can connect with our team and we'll kind of walk with you and train you and all of that. Or if your family is like, hey, we love this, but we're kind of out in the boonies of New Hampshire and maybe we can't drive to places easily, you could also be a host home. So you could actually open up your home and then have students in it. And we have all kinds of like the safe, guidelines that we're doing for it and making sure everyone is doing the stuff that they should and being careful. But it's such a cool way to like engage and be the church right now. And it's been just really, I have been having a blast doing it and seeing like the way that the students are connecting right now. And just, we're using what we can, and it's actually turning into some like deeper relationships and growth and inviting friends that hadn't come to our church before and stuff like that, that we wouldn't have seen. It's exactly like that. It's like we're getting to see stuff happening that wouldn't have happened without it being this season. So
Yeah, so like last
I love it.
February, in ongoing conversations. So, I love student ministry. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
I still say all we're trying to do is student ministry for adults. And, I spent like 10 years doing student ministry,
Yeah.
loved it. And so I'm always excited to like talk to Amanda Chitwood, our
Yes,
student ministry
yes.
pastor, and I'm like, hey, so what are you seeing? You know, because I'm like, I know that the things we used to do don't work anymore. You know,
Right.
so this is like
Yeah.
last February, and I was like, we got to rethink everything.
Yeah.
And one of the things that she was talking about was like, yeah, like home groups is really where that's at. But we know that like here in New England,
Yeah.
I've even labeled it like a stronghold. Like there's a stronghold about not opening our
Yes.
homes.
Or being scared to do it.
It's just,
There are a lot of different things
Yeah.
that go into that, but I do think it's a stronghold.
sure, there
yeah.
could be fear. It
Yeah.
could just be like, it's just not what I mean, like I've said,
Right.
like, this is the only place I've ever been where people have front doors, but no access to them.
It's true.
Like when I moved here 10
Yeah.
years ago and I would go to somebody's house for something, I'm like, I don't know where to go. I
Right.
see a front door, but there's no path to it. There's no steps.
Yeah, and I never thought about that until I heard you say that because I grew up here. And then I was like, yeah, that is actually kind of weird. Like, I can picture houses that have front doors and there's literally no path leading up to it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and I'm not saying that people in New Hampshire are not friendly at all.
Oh, no,
they're
not at all. Yeah,
amazing and
they are.
genuine. And I
Yeah.
mean, like I said, I don't leave the state because I love it here. I
Yeah.
really do. But like in this season where some of the things we were doing, it's changing and different. So, but it already was.
Yes, it was.
And
Yeah.
and God is like breaking through some significant barriers that were there to help us reach the most people in the shortest time.
Yeah.
In more places. So we've been saying, we want to have more worship services and more places to reach more people.
Right.
Well, you can't build enough buildings fast enough. And why would you when we already have
Yeah.
places for people to gather and ways
Yep.
to serve them and encourage them. So anyway, I'm excited about what's happening there, and and in MCC, and then of course in the church, God's church. It's all
Yes.
His church.
Yeah, it is.
At large, and
Yeah.
He is moving. It's really exciting.
It is an exciting time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love that. We did have some name
Okay.
suggestions.
Yes. Okay, I'm excited for
Gorilla
these.
name suggestions.
right.
The best one by far, BB.
Okay.
Linda,
Uh-huh.
she'd name him Theodore.
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 Very dignified.
Lorraine,
Yep.
she's going Franklin, but call him Frankie. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Heather, she went with Vincent.
Interesting. Okay.
I only
Vincent.
think of Gopher, so I think of Vincent Van Gopher. What happened?
We might reserve that for a gopher name.
Oh, Karen. Why Karen? Declan. Just kidding, Karen. Sue, she went with Parker.
Parker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then one, John Glennon, Buddha.
Buddha.
He's a big boy. I don't know why.
Wow. Okay. That one came right. That one was so unique and not like the others that catches my attention. Buddha.
You're playing favorites with John Glennon.
I mean, it's John.
Okay. John.
He brought all of us back.
I know.
Yeah.
He brought us gifts.
He brought us gifts.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know the way to Johanna's heart. She can be bought.
But I also will say a particular favorite is Frankie.
Frankie.
Yeah, I really like Frankie too.
All right, Linda.
So.
Yep. Okay.
Those are some great suggestions.
Yeah,
Thank
they put
you.
together a quick poll apparently,
Okay.
and BB is. I'm just kidding. There was no poll. I'm making stuff
I'm
up.
doubting that. Okay. I don't know about that.
All right. You know what this is?
Union leader.
That's right. Paper of the people. A lot of news out there. Apparently
There
there
sure
was
is.
an election yesterday. Not sure. Did you?
You don't say.
There was a lot of voting going on.
Yep.
Just right at the top. I had to actually go and check it out because
Okay.
we're in Bedford right now.
Yes, we are. We are sitting in the town. of
Bedford. It just says maskless voting tent goes airborne. Which
Wow.
I'm sorry. Just the nuances of that.
That's just. I like the way they worded that.
This-
Yeah.
It tickles me. One person was slightly injured, and I don't make light of that. I'm glad you're okay and didn't have to go to the hospital. I'm just,
Wow.
it's just, masks are supposed to protect against things that are airborne. And okay, I'm done. Just the irony. I love ironic
It
things.
was just a very well worded headline.
All right, yeah, nothing in here
Okay.
to talk about. Small prayer?
Yes.
Okay. Right, front page news.
Yep. Right on
New
there.
Hampshire Union Leader. Says a minor frustration can turn into a heavenly blessing, Lord, when we give it to you. Amen. Minor frustration can turn into a heavenly blessing.
I like that.
Phrase
It's
I
true.
use is, blessed are the interruptions.
Yep.
So,
When we give it to you, and I think that's key as well.
Yeah, you know where to
can't
look,
turn it
yeah.
into a heavenly blessing in your own.
right.
Just like with sheer force of attitude or something. No, no, no. Give it to God,
That's
and
right.
then He can transform it. It's
For
like
sure.
He does a magic trick.
Well, I'm not-
Well, yes, I don't know. That's what I was picturing. I was picturing like
it's
a coin.
not an illusion, it's real.
It's real, though. Yes.
Also real, it's Wednesday, so we get the flavors.
Food.
Okay. Again, with the headlines.
Okay.
With the headlines. Imagine the possibilities.
Nice. I like that, union leader.
Imagine
Yeah.
the possibilities.
Yeah, that would make me pick it up and read it.
That's right.
Good
Colder.
job.
They're saying when the temps drop, it's time for some carbs.
I like it.
It's time for some
Look at that.
carbs.
And they're also seeing, hey, the cold, minor frustration, but there's some cool possibilities here.
This looks good too. Chicken sausage pasta with yellow and red peppers.
That does sound good.
Yeah. Looks like
Wow.
maybe some kale in there.
Okay.
which I'm not opposed to.
Healthy food day.
That's right. Really good. Sports. Patriots
Okay.
stink.
Well,
Not sure if you
I
knew that.
briefly glimpsed a horse on there.
There was a. Oh, you like the horses.
I do like the
Well,
horses.
then let
I
me-
saw you skip right past
Well, I
that.
did.
I
yeah,
don't
horse
know what
racing.
it's saying about the horse, but
It's a New Hampshire-owned Vekoma as
Okay.
Breeders' Cup win. So
So-
there's a horse that is going to Churchill Downs for Breeders' Cup.
from New Hampshire,
Yeah. And the
Wow.
horse's name is Vekoma.
Tacoma.
You can read about it later.
Good job.
Yeah, whoops,
It's exciting.
will be here.
I've been there, so if you need me to go along and show you around,
It's in Kentucky.
it is in Kentucky. Yeah.
Okay. Now, out of the whole thing, though, one article
Okay.
rises
All right.
above the rest with its insight and clarity
Wow.
penetrating this Family Circus article.
Oof. Not
So
an
good.
article.
Right here. And, okay, we've got a picture of it.
Okay.
And it's so just timely and important. We got these two little kids, and they're talking to their grandma, and they said, "Really, Grandma? I haven't noticed the world changing." Really, Grandma? I haven't noticed the world changing. So this article, in such a unique fashion, with a clarity of focus, is giving us a snapshot into multi-generational living and how wisdom is
Yep.
passed down.
Yeah.
Because for a child who has not been alive very long,
Right.
his or her world has not changed, maybe a lot.
It's true.
They've not experienced as much, or they haven't learned to take note of it. Whereas grandma has a different perspective over
Yeah.
a long period of time and having seen many things
Sure.
change. And so she's talking about how things have changed. And so this great question, I haven't noticed the world changing.
Yeah.
You know, grandma can talk about how things have changed,
Yep.
both positively and negatively. And
Yeah. Well, it sounds like Grandma has been talking about it. That's what I like about it.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm like, Grandma's not holding back. She's like, I got to prepare my grandkids. I got to tell them what's up.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Well,
sounds like she's already describing to them, here's the deal. Here's what's happening. Here's what's changing.
change is important.
Yeah?
I think it's
Man.
really important.
Way to go, Grandma.
The sense I get here is grandma's not like going, we got to make sure things don't change.
oh,
Like,
yeah, no.
Yeah, like the kids might be going, yeah, because that's I think. I mean, I think to say things. No, we want things to go back to whatever they were. Would be kind of a childish or more immature
Yeah.
way of thinking. But to say, well, no, we can learn and
Move
grow,
forward.
and things do change. Oh, so good.
I'm proud of Grandma.
Great piece of social commentary there in that article.
Not an article.
Yeah. Update here, back page. Baby Shark is now the most viewed YouTube video ever.
Really?
Yeah, Baby Shark.
I'm a little surprised. I thought Baby Shark had had its moment and we had moved on. But
No, still out there.
still there. Still going strong. Okay.
You know, I was doing Baby Shark before YouTube.
Really.
Facts.
Facts.
Student ministry was a staple for us. Get kids singing.
Yeah.
Singing and dancing, those are big things that we did. And student ministry, I'd get them singing some Baby Shark.
It's
Teenagers.
a good starting one. Yeah. Get you started
Yeah,
moving
it's
and
fun,
yeah. All right, Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Did it say how many views?
Probably.
Okay.
I didn't
Well,
look.
Just curious.
12.7 billion. Do
Could
you want to
be.
know?
I kind of want to know now. Yeah. If it says. I mean, if it doesn't, it's kind of like a cliffhanger.
I don't see a number. Nope.
So you got to go find it, view it, and add to the number to find out the number.
I guess.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna look it up now.
Yep. Okay. Don't see it. Doesn't
Yeah.
have a number there. All right. Imagine the possibilities.
There are many.
Not as well written, but still good. And do a little everyday with Jesus.
Yes, please.
A little everyday, our daily devotion in 140 characters or less.
Yep.
Today's thought for the day says, for the Christian, everything is spiritual. Everything is Christ. Nothing is irrelevant. Every moment of every day is his and is meaningful. And the verse is Galatians 2:20. I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. So, yeah, everything is spiritual. Yeah, we don't want to compartmentalize. Or we really can't.
We can't, but I think it's a human thing to try to.
Yeah.
We try to like separate things out. So this is a good reminder. Like, you've died to yourself and you're Christ. Everything you're doing is for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Facts.
Facts.
Facts. I've received a text
Okay.
regarding the number of views.
Interesting.
It says 7 billion. Is 7 billion.
That would be, aren't there 7 billion people on the planet?
Somewhere around
on
there.
planet Earth, somewhere around that. So if you divvy that out, that would, I mean, I'm sure this isn't the case. That would almost be like every single person on Earth had viewed it.
Good math there.
Thank you. That's just crazy to think about.
7 billion? Baby Shark?
I'm wondering, like, who's the person that's throwing that, though, who's watched it the most times, that's like, they've contributed, 550,000 of that number?
I don't know.
7 billion.
7 billion. So,
All right.
Baby Shark, right?
Yeah.
If everything is spiritual, right? We use Baby Shark with students to
Right.
kind of get to help them, because it's like there's this identity thing about wanting to be something, to be cool. My whole philosophy on that is if you're trying to be cool, game over. It's like,
Yeah.
like it doesn't work, But to be like, hey, look, let's drop some of our posturing and posing, and let's do a little Baby Shark.
Yeah.
But I think that's my point, is kind of things can be grabbed and used and to honor God.
Yeah, anything. It's true.
Yeah, even trivial things.
Even trivial things.
All right, so I want to play a little Trivial Pursuit. Inside that Fun Dip box are some Pop Rocks that I have not tasted, but some of you have, because you have gotten all 6 right, while I have not. So 6 questions on a card. You get all 6 right, I'll send you some Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box.
They could be yours,
Could be yours. I'm hoping it's mine.
but we'll see.
All right, so we have the original 1981 edition of the classic board game Trivial Pursuit and the 40th anniversary edition. Old cards, new cards, dealer's choice.
In honor of Grandma,
Okay, and we're on. That's good. That was a good article today.
we are going old.
Going old. All right, these
Okay.
cards are old. 1981.
Yep.
Make a guess. I'm guessing it all 6.
Just
Let's do
try.
this. Okay, here we go.
Blue,
Geography.
what's the largest lake in the world?
The largest.
A name in my head, but I don't know why.
Is it Titicaca?
No.
Okay, just kidding.
Well, is that your guess?
No.
Okay.
The largest lake in the
Yep.
world.
Largest lake in the world.
I
Guess. Put it in.
think it's like in Russia, and I don't know it. I'm gonna go the Great Salt Lake.
Okay. For some reason, I'm thinking Lake Tanganyika.
Okay.
The Caspian Sea.
What?
What?
Caspian Sea? That sounds like a sea, not a lake. Okay.
Hang
Caspian
on.
Sea.
I think we've done this before.
We've done it. We have had this.
I think we have. This
Roll
sounds
that one out.
familiar.
Draw a new card. Don't rip it up.
I won't rip it up. Okay. Am I drawing from the right place?
Just
I'm
draw
drawing.
from the middle, I guess.
I did from the middle, but
Oh.
I'm gonna go further. Okay.
Okay.
Let's start over.
Okay,
Start
all right,
over.
blue. Yeah.
Okay. Blue.
Geography,
What
geography.
country is home to Olympic Airways?
Olympic Airways flies out of Greece.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. Pink.
Pink, entertainment.
Who gained stardom with his 1955 portrayal of the title character in Marty?
Marty.
Marty.
Who gained stardom?
Gained stardom in his 1955 portrayal of Marty.
Marty.
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan. Jimmy Stewart. No. Who?
Ernest Borgnine.
Borgnine. Yep.
Ernest Borgnine.
Okay. I did not know
All
that
right.
one. All right, here we go.
Yellow.
Yellow history.
What are emblazoned on the Jolly Roger?
On the Jolly Roger.
On the Jolly Roger.
Emblazoned. I'm going to say skull and crossbones.
Yes. Skull and crossbones. Brown.
Brown, art and literature.
Who was imprisoned for faking Howard Hughes' autobiography?
You snorted.
Yeah.
Who was in prison for faking Howard Hughes' autobiography?
I've just never heard of anyone doing that before.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna say. Well, I just want to say Howard Hughes. That's even a possibility. Imprisoned for it.
Imprisoned for it.
Howard Hughes.
That's your guess?
My answer. Yeah, I don't know.
Clifford Irving.
Clifford Irving.
Clifford Irving.
Pretty
Clifford.
good name for a
Big red dog.
yeah.
Green.
Green. Science and nature.
What season ends with the winter solstice?
What season ends with the winter
Yeah.
solstice?
I feel like I should know this.
My guess is fall.
Yeah, that would be my guess too. Fall.
'Kay.
Correct. Yep. All right, orange.
Orange, sports and leisure.
What female suspect in the game of Clue is single? It's kind of easy if you think about the names,
Well, it should
right?
be. So you have
There's only one,
Mrs.
right?
and then you have a Miss.
Right. So I would assume
It's Mrs. Peacock, but the Miss
Right.
is Miss White.
Is it? Is that your guess?
Oh.
Miss Scarlet.
Scarlet. Mrs.
Miss Scarlet
Okay.
is the correct answer. All right, if someone out there got 6 of them, you might get a Pop Rocks.
You will.
You will.
Let us know.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
not if we don't know.
might. There's no might about it. You will get one if you
Congratulatory.
got 6.
Pop Rocks.
Well, there we go.
Okay, I got a question.
Okay.
Would you rather do a Where in the World or a sermon remix?
I haven't done a sermon remix in a really long time.
Sermon what?
Sermon remix.
Let's go.
And so as we think about investors, okay, investors in Jesus are promised a big return. This is the abundant life, a big return. So there's all kinds of shaky investments, right? As we think about the economy and finances and where you're gonna put your money and everything else. Like, listen, all kinds of shaky investments, but here's a promised investment, a promised return. Those who are investors with Jesus are promised a big return, a huge return. Jesus tells this parable, the parable of the soil, and then he explains it, parable of the soil and the sower. In Matthew chapter 13, verse 18, Jesus says, okay, listen then to what the parable of the sower means. When anyone hears the message about the kingdom and does not understand it, the evil one comes and snatches away what was sown in their heart. This is the seed sown along the path. The seed falling on rocky ground refers to someone who hears the word and at once receives it with joy, but since they have no root, they last only a short time. When trouble or persecution comes because of the word, they quickly fall away. The seed falling among the thorns refers to someone who hears the word, but the worries of this life and the deceitfulness of wealth, they choke the word, making it unfruitful. But the seed falling on good soil refers to someone who hears the word and understands it. This is the one who produces a crop yielding 100, 60, 30 times what was sown.
This is one of my favorite parables that Jesus, and I feel like it's because it's such a good visual to think about. And we got to do this as a question in like the discussion based and in the family experience. And we were just asking people to like think about and ask, what kind of soil are you?
Yeah.
Which is just a great question to talk about with people. What kind of soil are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too. And yeah, that the worries of this life and the deceitfulness of wealth. Wealth is so deceitful.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The earthly treasures, and it's enticing. But there's such a lie embedded in that.
Right. And I like how it started out like investors in Jesus get a big return,
Yeah.
and you really, really, really do. It's just that it's in his kingdom.
Yeah.
The big return, it's not like it's building your kingdom, it's his kingdom.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a room in his house and a seat at his table. Yeah. So much better than anything we build on our own.
Way better.
Way better.
Yeah.
All right, this is the day to be a part of his kingdom.
Yes.
So if you want to know more about that, we'd love to connect with you.
We're here.
Have a day.
Yeah.
We'll catch you tomorrow.